Hello everyone, so I have the latest Your Creative Studio box to unbox. Came in this envelope this time. It's a little bit different packaging, and yet I see maybe they thought because it's in a padded envelope they can rough it up some more. So going inside, let's set the box aside, and we have the lovely business card first. Still no idea. I see what looks like a ticket maybe. Oh, a train. Okay, so let's see if we have a train theme in the lovely vintage style. It's very nicely stacked here. I'm going to pull it all off. And what do we have first? This looks like washi. This is an interesting pattern. Trying to find the end there. It just looks like all kind of one pattern. Not as exciting to me, but there. Focus. Yay! It's very geometric. Almost looks like a little snowflake, but this is a great neutral. It's not my favorite, the geometric, but yeah, definitely a good, it's not going to take away from whatever you're working on. Is good background color here. Neutral color. What do we have here? More masking tape. Huh. Okay, so maybe there's two washi this time. I wasn't expecting that. So you have the good neutral washi tape. Oops. My stuff's moving around, sorry. And this one looks more like what we usually get. Now these are going to work really well together because they're perfectly coordinated. Let's see if we can wrap them side by side. That's cool. So if you don't love, I have it upside down. This one, which, there we go. I was going to say if you don't love this one with the train theme, I hope you can kind of see that. You have an alternative. Camera was having a really hard time focusing. And it stopped focusing, but, oh, I like the, I don't know if you can see the clock there. So then I think it repeats around, right around here. So yeah, it's got a couple trains, but it's not totally obvious. So I like it. I think it's subtle enough to be versatile and not take away, you know, not make, you can put it on something. Whoa, can't talk here. And it doesn't have to be train themed. Okay, so we have 3 cling stamps. I am going to go ahead and open them, and then I will show you them stamped out. So the first one the first package we have 2 stamps, 2 cling stamps. They both have trains, and they have that vintage kind of advertising look. This one almost could look like a postage or, you know, like a postage mark, but it's definitely train. And in this baggie we have steam locomotive, a nice old train, 1804. And finally another, looks like a steam locomotive just by itself without the words. So if you love trains, you're gonna love this box. Alright, so here are those images stamped out. We have the locomotive, steam locomotive with the text and the number. Then we have a single steam locomotive on some tracks. Oh, they're both on tracks. And the advertising look. Really like how it has the distress, like droplets and look on the circular one. These are really cool images, and as always they stamp out really well. Alright, what's next? This is an interesting package. I like, whoops, looks like it was already open down there. I was gonna say I like the black and white look of the packaging topper there. That would make an interesting addition inside of some junk journaling, and yeah, or even art journal or travel journal. I think in a travel journal it might be fun because I don't think you can, it doesn't jump out and say, oh, this is packaging. You know, it kind of blends in because it's black and white. So like stick it in, and you could glue here, and either, yeah, I would just glue these two together, and then this could be a spot to tuck ephemera in or your travel journal. So I'm gonna set this aside and I'm gonna take those staples out carefully. I would just glue this entire back onto my page and then maybe just glue this bottom portion so that it can tuck in and out. And I don't know if I would take that hole out or not. Maybe take that little whatever. I can't think, I don't have words, but that's a cool little item. Those are my ideas on how I might use that. And I believe these are stickers here. Let's make sure. A nice, yeah, paper type of sticker, real lightweight. And these have just the beautiful vintage look that we're used to getting in the vintage Your Creative Studio box. Mine have a little bit of a curl to them, but they're lightweight, so once you stick that down on paper, that's going to be just fine. Lots of variety. I like that there are different sizes. Like, look at this one, that's pretty cool. These make great just additions in your art journal or even your writing journal, just to have a little something other than the writing to look at. And travel journal, all kinds of, and junk journals too, you know, like just to decorate a page. So these are pretty cool. Need a broom? Vroom. With more. So that kind of that vintage advertising look. Let's gather these up and set them aside here. Ooh, this one jumps out at me. Old newspaper. Material paper of retro page. And I like that little, I love this. It's a different shape too. Again, using packaging in your journal. There are a variety of options. This is a little bit sturdier, but yeah, you could fold this down here and maybe even, I might even just use a tiny attacher to staple. This could be an element that you stick in the journal in a pocket, and then it has a little tuck spot for adding things, or you could, you know, decorate, look at this, you could decorate this back page. Ooh, yeah. I like that idea. So these perfectly would fit. Just if you didn't like the white there, you can stick one of those down, maybe staple, and this could come in and out of a journal, or you could adhere it down partially to make it a tuck spot, or all the way down in the journal. So those are some quick ideas with that. And it looks like in this set we have vellum as well as paper. Love the old letter and script look. That I just always like that. This is pretty cool. Vellum is a little harder for me to figure out how to use because I want to be able to showcase it, but it's great on like a light background there. So if you have ideas, what do you do with vellum pieces like these in your journaling or stationery or, you know, whatever? Share those ideas in the comments and we can brainstorm together. And I'd love to hear some new ideas for how to use these. They're perfectly square, it looks like. If you had a tiny, you know, origami pattern that would work well, I believe you could do something with that. Maybe make a tiny origami envelope or something. I don't know anything offhand. So, ooh, this one's pretty cool. Again, it's hard to see without something. But the beauty of the vellum also is if you've got, say, text behind, you're getting layers of complexity and you can see what's behind coming through. And or you can also have images. So let's grab the next item, sticker, and pretend that we had this sticker on the page, and maybe it had a subtle pattern, not just white. But then you've got your subtle pattern, say a script page, you've got the train image or whatever image you want, and then you've got whatever's on the vellum. It's a pretty neat way of adding complexity and layers to your page. So the stickers, it looks like we have 3, 6, 9, 12, and they're this circle. Is that the same pattern? Not the same, but very similar to our round stamp. It's different as well. So, and these are just clear, so they are gonna show through whatever's behind, but it does have a pretty opaque black portion. What do we have here? It says globe map and some character language that I can't read. This one is glued up here, so it's a little booklet. Alright, I gave up. I ripped it. And these look like paper. This one's very, like, has an oriental flair to it. I can't even tell if that's like a... Can't tell where that is just offhand. If maybe it's made up place, but... So it looks like mostly map paper. Little sections of map. I love using map paper. That's cool. I like the yellow and the blue there with the ocean. Vintage map paper. Oh, this is a nice subtle one. This is great for a travel journal. Like, say you have, you know, one of those little pictures that the portable printers print out. Just have something to anchor it on your page. You just plop this guy down and stick a little picture behind. This is nice and subtle. So, yeah. And then it's got the travel theme built in with the maps. I think that might be what I use a lot of these for. So, that's exciting. Next, some difficult packaging today. We have Postbox. I hope you can't hear banging in the background. I'm having some work done outside, but sometimes when I can hear it, it sounds so loud to me. It doesn't come through on the video, so hopefully that's the case. This is a cute little booklet. I just love the butterfly there, and it's so pretty. And oh my goodness, look at that. It looks just like a book. Okay, when I'm done with this, or maybe even before I'm done, this has got to be turned into a little tiny journal. I might, I can just glue papers in, or I might do like a hidden spine, because I don't want to wreck that. So, I don't know if I have a tutorial on a hidden spine, but I usually use something, and this comes off real easily, see? So I'm saving this outside package, but usually use something sturdy like cardstock and stitch my papers into that, and then I will glue that into the, what is this called? The cover. That way the stitching and the poke holes don't go through there, and it's still hand stitched, but it's a hidden spine. Love the blue butterfly coming down on this building here. So these are stickers, and they've got the postage stamp look. We've got these a lot. I gotta use these more. And it looks like they're kind of washy, so they're translucent. These are also great for travel journal. You can just pop that, a couple of those, or one of those down in the corner of the page, and instant decor there. Ah, Big Ben. Man, I want to go to London. And look at that. We have the, is that the Leaning Tower of Pisa? Might possibly be. London. So, a lovely variety, and some map ones. And, oh, there's the Leaning Tower of Pisa, indeed, and beautiful. I love the flower, I love the butterfly, and the vintage automobile is pretty cool, too. Okay, I could go on about that, but I'm probably being a little bit long-winded today. What else do we have here? Another little booklet, like this, gilding on the front. It says, "Life is only illusion. Life is not a dream. Destiny is held in our own hands." Interesting. And this, again, can be used. That would make an interesting start to a journal. And you can see through to whatever the pages you had, a little mini journal, or even, how about making a tiny sketching journal? I think I might do that, and just, I could stitch in, I don't mind stitching right into this. I might reinforce this, it doesn't feel super strong right there, with some Tyvek tape or something, some sturdy cardstock. Stitch in some watercolor papers and have a little mini travel journal. Ooh, love the postage. We do get this a lot though, but man, so I shouldn't be stingy in using it. I need to use it more and more. I just, someone find me the time to do more. It's so easy to find other things to do than to sit down and have I need a chunk of time to create, because I take a long time to set up, and half the time I have to clean my space beforehand. So there goes half my creating time. What do we have here? It looks like sticky notes, or commonly called post-it notes, travel plan. Oh, again, this is really great. Even though if you don't love trains, this is really great for a travel journal. You can just stick the little, because it kind of fits travel theme, you know, and if you don't love the train, pop a sticker or something right on top of there. This one's a little bit big, but you know what I mean? You can just cover up the train if it doesn't quite fit this. The rest of this is very neutral. Love that it has kind of a unique shape here. And then, of course, it's just sticky on the top part, so you can use it in collaging as well, but I always like, yeah, if you get this box, you probably like stationery, and post-it notes or sticky notes are a very common stationery item. So we have the paper ephemera pack, which contains 6 sticker paper, 6 vellum paper, 6 art paper, and 6 pattern paper, and it's in this 12 by 21 centimeter size, which I believe is 8 by 4, but let me check that. Nope, I was almost right. Okay, 4 3/4 by 8 1/4. Well, not really almost right, but you know, I got the 8 and the 4 right. And that's it. Okay, so we'll just look at the patterns on the paper. This one's a beautiful neutral. That's an interesting background pattern. Love that neutral as well. Ooh, I love the lady there, an automobile map. Got some train tracks there. Let me pull out just a bit. That's a little better. So, these are the vellum. I think this one's pretty interesting in this pattern with the vellum. That would be fun to do some stuff with. I know I said I'd just go through the paper, but I want to go through some others because I didn't have everything in screen. This is, wait a minute. So we have sticker paper, art. Is this the art paper? Yeah, it doesn't feel as thick or as textured as I'm used to in the last few boxes, but I think this might be the art paper. And I'm not even sure that if I got really close you could see the texture. I can just barely see it, and you can't really see it on the back, which is kind of different. And then are these the sticker paper? Oh, there's still some more of those. Let me just grab one from the back. This does feel like it could be the sticker paper, so yeah, interesting. It looks like they've gone with a little lighter weight maybe for the art paper, and you can still see the texture, but it's very subtle. I don't know. Can you see that? Well, we've got tons of stuff to work with again. I love to hear your comments. I love to hear more ideas in the comments, so please share those. And make sure you hit the subscribe and hit the notification bell to see more and from this channel. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful and creative day.